provides a habitat for the green turtles. Scientists have tagged the green turtles here in Coop Pond, and those green turtles have been farmed by scientists as far as South America. Here in Coop Pond, scientists have caught green turtles that were tagged by scientists from South America. So you can see that the green turtle can really get around, and if you take a closer look into Coop Pond, you might be able to see one or two green turtles taking a swim. Of England, many artifacts from sunken ships, and a large collection of cannons. And looking to the right of the Fort St. Catherine's Museum, there you have the Fort St. Catherine's Beach. And looking out in front of the train, directly into the Atlantic Ocean, that is where Sir George Somers' friends and crew were shipwrecked. And in their midst were Sir Thomas Gates. Sir Thomas Gates was the designated governor for the state of North Virginia. And when Sir Thomas Gates came ashore on the first lifeboat, he named that beach Gates Bay. The historical name for that beach is Gates Bay, but the popular name for that beach here throughout the island of Bermuda is the Fort St. Catherine's Beach. And looking off to my left, where you can see that sign that says open, that is the Blackbeard's Pub and Restaurant. The Blackbeard's Pub and Restaurant is perfect for beach goers. It has indoor dining and a great takeout menu. And behind the Blackbeard's Pub and Restaurant, there's a fantastic We are now traveling on Barry Road. We will be making a right turn onto Grenadier Lane, but if we would have taken Barry Road all the way around, this would have given us the opportunity to see Buildings Bay, Alexander Battery, and Gates Ford. Gates Ford marks the entrance into the town cut, which is also the entrance into the St. George Harbor. Looking at the church, you can see the church once had a roof attached, but due to high winds and hurricanes, the roof has been destroyed. That church is now an exhibit that is open to the public. And looking off to my right, where you see those large stone Greek pillars, they mark the first entrances to one of the first governor's residences in St. George and Bermuda. We are now making a right onto Governor's Alley. Here on Governor's Alley gives us a great opportunity to see the many different types of boundary walls, the many different styles of entry pillars, the many different colors of the houses, and the many different shapes and sizes of the roofs. Here on Governor's Alley, you may notice that many of the houses have 1, 2, and 3 chimneys. One of the chimneys are used for the heating of the house, and the other chimney is used for the cooking of the food. And looking off to my right is the Salvation Army Citadel. The Salvation Army Citadel was once the St. Paul's Anglican Episcopal Church. In 1856, the Anglicans sold this church to the Salvation Army for the sum of $1. The sum of $1 was used to keep the paperwork legal so that the paperwork could withstand throughout the times and the ages. If you're looking at the Salvation Army Citadel, then you can see that gray bow. That gray bow was given to the Salvation Army from the Anglicans as a gift and a momentum. That gray bow is over 150 years old, and that church is much older than that. When that church was the St. Paul's Anglican Episcopal Church, it was the second oldest Anglican church to be continually used in the New World. We are now making a left turn onto the Duke of Clarence Street. Please keep your hands and your connects the Duke of Clarence Street back to Queen Street. And looking off to my left, this white building with the red trims, this is a Roman Catholic church. And looking off to my right, this white building with the green trims, this is Whitehall. Whitehall was built in 1815 as a residence, and it's still serving as a residence today. We are now making a left turn onto Featherbed Alley. And looking off to my left is the St. George Historical Society and Museum. They are located on the second floor, and on the first floor is the Featherbed Alley Printery. The Featherbed Alley Printery houses a true replica of the Gutenberg press and some of their early printings. And on the ground floor there is an art studio. There you can view beautiful drawings and paintings. We are now making a right turn onto the Duke of Kent Street. We are now making a left turn onto Bridge Street. And looking off to my left is the Bridge House. Bridge House was built in the early 1700s as a residence, and it's still being used as a residence today. We are now making a left turn onto Water Street. And looking off to my left, where you see this little brick road. At the end of this brick road, that white building with the green blinds and the two crosses, that is the State House. State House is the oldest British stone-constructed building in the New World. State House, Buckingham, Bridge House, and many other buildings in this area were all constructed in the early 1700s. And looking off to my left is a bust of Thomas More. Thomas More was a poet. And as we travel further along Water Street East, looking off to my right, there's a beautiful view of the St. George Harbor. And all those who are wanting the ferry, I'm going to let them out right here. We are now traveling on Coupon Road. Many people have asked me, does the government have anything to do with the coloring of the house?
Get enough St. George's, it seems, and I'm on the boat leaving very soon. Oh, there's a bus. See that? This is the shoreline. St. George's, not Hamilton, okay? The last time was all